Ciao, everybody, and welcome to the Bianconeri Zone's sixth episode of our podcast. My name is Julian and with me, as always, is Aleandro Fonsello. What is up, buddy?
I'm good. Last one.
You're good. Yes, this is the last podcast of the year. We'll make it a good one. We're going to look back on everything that's happened this year in terms of what happened with Juventus, maybe some national team talk, maybe not, probably not, because we don't really care. But for the most part, basically whatever happens in black and white, we will discuss and what's happened in the past year, as well as what's been happening recently in the news in terms of strikers that are linked to the club. And we have, as always, our injury time with the questions from you guys, our viewers. So with that, let's transition here quickly to kind of breaking news from Nicolo Shira on Twitter. He said that Arkadiusz Milik, obviously the Marseille striker, former Napoli striker, has been offered to Juventus. Initial thoughts to tell everybody, Ale.
Oh, yeah. I mean, a lot of players. I said it before we recorded this. A lot of players get offered to the club, but that doesn't mean anything. I know, like the good news is that other reports are also saying that Marseille don't want to loan, they want to sell. We're not buying Milik. Like, we're not spending 10 million euros on Milik.
I'd hope not, because that is just a J medical specialist waiting to happen, and I'm pretty sure he's just past it at this point.
Like, from all the names being mentioned, and I mean all of them, he's the worst one out of them.
We've had some pretty bad names mentioned.
Yeah, he is the worst one out of them. I really do.
Yeah.
I never liked him. Like, not even as a backup striker. I never thought, like, it never got me excited to even have him as a backup. Like,
we've been linked with him every window, pretty much,
and always
since Napoli.
And it's always as a fix, not as a main guy. And he's not better than Morata. He's not gonna challenge or compete with Morata. He isn't.
No.
So, like, it doesn't make sense.
That's just the reality.
It doesn't make sense. So, and I get the...
Well, I get the link, but I don't...
Yeah.
I like you said, I trust our board enough at this point that it's just a name and it's a link, and that's all.
To be fair, Romeo said the same, like, the club is looking into it, but I think they just have a list with, like, I'm pushing it now, but like, let's say 50 names, like, or 10 names, and they're just taking off who we can get on loan, who not goes off the list, and then they will sit down and go over the loan options and decide, is it even worth it? Like, is it worth to spend money in January, even if it's a loan, even with no option? Because so far everybody wants an option, which is normal. Because let's say someone wants our player, we want an option, unless it's a young player and you just want him to develop. But Milik isn't young, Icardi isn't young. Just name all the names. So the clubs, rightfully so, want an obligation to buy. Which is fair.
Yep. So it's not the most groundbreaking news, but it is something. And like you said, Romeo Agresti has touched on it a bit, so kind of scary at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
You got to trust the people running the show, but at the same time, when these names are coming out there by multiple people and a really good, reliable source, it is squeaky bum time, as I would like to say. Okay, so before we get into our little game that I made for you, it's called Rapid Fire Striker Quiz. We're gonna talk about we're gonna wrap up the year, and we're gonna play another game called New Year's Resolution. So with that, I'm gonna give you a name, and you're gonna have to tell me what their New Year's resolution should be. So I'll start with the easy one. What's Adrian Rabiot's New Year resolution?
Oh my god. I need to pick one. I think it will be... Oh, no, that's not even true if I say that. Yeah, I would say keep it simple. Just keep it
Keep
simple.
it simple.
Keep it basic. Just keep it very basic because like that's the only thing that's gonna save you this season. And with save, I mean, don't play like you played the last 5 months, 6 months, especially. Just keep it simple because I think at time he really forces passes,
Yep.
or like he makes a wrong like a pass he needs to play with his inside of the foot. Which game was it? Was it against Chelsea on the break? I think it was.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
opens his foot like like he opens his foot too much. Like he wanted to make that pass. How do you want to say that badly that he wasn't even focused on the technique, and it just went to shit.
Yep.
That's it.
My New Year's resolution for Adrian Robio is for him to travel and book a flight and stay there for a bit.
Oh my god.
That's what I want him to do.
I thought you were going to say travel on the field, don't stand still. I was like, okay.
No.
But that's also a good one.
I want him to. Yeah, I want him to leave. That's what I want him to do. Okay, next one is another controversial figure. What is Federico Chiesa's New Year's resolution?
Oh. Don't sulk. You say that sulk, yeah, right? Or sulk,
yeah.
sulk.
Sulk.
And
SULK.
Yeah, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I know how Allegri was gonna use him, and if he doesn't, and I said it before, like he shouldn't accept that completely. But if he decides to do absolutely nothing what Allegri says, then it's gonna be a very long few months for him and for us. So with don't sulk, I mean, like at least try to listen to Allegri. I'm not saying he doesn't, but I know he will get frustrated if he needs to play the way he needed to play when he was fit.
Yeah.
I think if he needs to do that again from now until the end of the season, he will get frustrated. And I think Dybala had that at the start. Which year was that? Was that 17? And it wasn't 17.
No. It's probably the year before. It's probably his first year.
Or 18.
Oh, he can't. Yeah.
I thought 18
maybe.
Like he needed to drop back.
16 when he first came, no?
It was a season when he needed to drop back.
It was
quite
18.
a lot.
It was the year after the Champions League.
Yeah. And the first few months I was like, and then he did very well. He did. And he should look at that basically because Dybala, like he never dropped his head, I think, or I believe, but he picked that up. People say it's not ideal, but I think it worked. It did. At the end of the day, it worked. I'm not gonna say it's gonna work with Chiesa because I don't like that position or the way he needs to play. But just don't sulk. Otherwise, it's gonna backfire on him, knowing Allegri. And it's not gonna look great for us, especially because we need him. But I hope, because I saw something today.
Yeah.
Was it Tutto Sport? I think it was Tutto Sport, saying that Allegri wants to play, which I don't know how he's going to do that, but he wants to play Chiesa, Dybala, and Bernardeschi up front.
With no proper striker.
Yeah. So
we're doing the Barcelona or false nine.
Yeah, that was the first thing. But I don't think it's gonna work with those players. I don't see it. But if it works, great. If that's how Allegri will unlock Dybala and Chiesa at the same time, I'll take it. But let's see. I don't believe that for one bit, by the way. But
there's no chance Allegri's doing that.
Yeah, like it's gonna be 4-4-2 again if Chiesa's fit. I'm like so convinced about that.
I can't wait.
Don't sulk, and that's not saying it in a bad way.
Yeah. So Ali's long-winded New Year's resolution for Chiesa should be him not to sulk. I'll make mine nice and short and quick. Stay fit.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say that with a bunch of these ones. Stay fit. Stay just available to play, because if you're available to play, there's always a chance. Because you're that dynamic of a player.
To To be honest,
That's
Chiesa
awesome.
isn't an injury-prone player like he.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
not. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I just think because
He
he's
was
been
very
hurt.
young.
So
Okay.
yeah. So stay fit,
Of course.
and you're golden boy. I'll do a couple more. Weston McKennie, New Year's resolution.
Oh, I would say just keep going.
Yep.
I think just don't revolve back to the start of the season.
Yep.
Not completely, like not entirely his fault because he played some weird position at the start.
Yep.
But even when he played in his position, it wasn't great. But he picked it up.
Yep.
Like I was very frustrated. Like we all were frustrating the way he was playing at the start. Like it wasn't
Yep.
good, but he picked it up. At least when he plays, it's not always great. We know that, but it's energetic. Like
Yep.
he's on the field and you can feel his presence. Like he wants to be there. Like he wants to do something for the team, even if it doesn't always come off. At least he wants to do something. So I would just say,
and there's
keep going.
there's a depth scoring threat in midfield.
Yeah. That's what we are missing now.
Yep.
So let's see. I think the first game of the season against Napoli, he's starting.
Yeah. At the restart. Yeah.
I'm 100%. Like I said it in the last game. Like if he's ready, he will play because I think.
I was gonna say Okay. Continue. Yeah.
Because I think he like McKennie and Locatelli are Allegri's, how do you want to say it? Like
golden boys.
Yeah, they're at the top of the list, and then all the rest comes.
Yep.
So just keep going now. don't revolt back.
Yeah, I know he went to New York.
Yeah.
For his holiday, and I know what a cesspool that's become for the Pandy. So we spoke about this before. They come back tomorrow. He needs to hit the ground running, and like you said, for his resolution, continue the way he ended 2021.
Yeah.
He better be in shape. I know he was only gone for 6 days. I know, or whatever, a week, but Big Wes. Dude likes to pound down some fried chicken, he said. So you better hit the ground running and get ready to play and back into it. But I agree. That's his New Year's resolution, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll do one more. I'm going to say, what should Alvaro Morata's New Year's resolution be?
Oh, my God. I want to say something, but it's not going to happen. And I want to say...
Yeah, say it, man.
Just say...
We're talking heads here.
Yeah, don't have mental breakdowns. And that is not something bad, but just like he is... I don't want to call him weak mentally. He's fragile. He is.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not going his way, and we know that because Buffon said it. Like, I think even Pirlo said it before when he was a coach, that he was kind of scared in the locker room, but like very nervous, even when he has been there, done that so many times.
Yeah.
And when things are not going his way, it really doesn't go his way. Like, you can have bad games, but his bad games look very clumsy.
Horrendous.
Very frustrating. Then he tries to... that's what frustrates me the most. When he's having a bad game, he tries to dive a lot.
Yeah.
Like...
in the middle of the field when he's trying to hold the ball up.
Yeah. When he is in possession and stuff like that. Like, you're in possession. You don't need to do that. Just build some confidence. You won the duel. Just play it sideways and move on. But yeah. So... that's my resolution, but it's not going to happen. Because that's who he is. He's 28,
he's 29. He's 29. Yeah.
So that's not going to change. That's who he is. Period. So I will go for finish your chances.
Yeah.
Especially the easy ones. Because the easy ones, I don't know which striker said that, but it was a quote saying, if you score the easy ones on a regular basis, then nothing can go wrong. Because if you miss easy ones, because that's what he does, he misses the easy ones. It gets into your head. It gets into the fans' head, even teammates' heads, because like they're putting it on a plate for you, and you're messing it up.
Yeah.
And it just creeps into the squad at some point. I think it did at some point this season.
For sure. If you don't trust your main man, how do you just cross the ball and still, like, what do you do?
So I would say that, but let's hope.
Yeah.
It's just hope at this point.
I showed you guys a bunch of statistics on expected goals versus or actual goals.
Yeah.
We are the bottom 4 in Serie A, and we are at -3.5 so we've scored less than we've created. We all know that, but in comparison to the rest of the league, we are bottom 4.
Yeah.
Whereas Lazio scored 40 goals, and they're expected to score 24.
Yeah.
So that, if we were performing at the Lazio level, we would be top 2, not second, I'll say.
Yeah, easy.
Because we'd be scoring so, like you got to convert. You definitely have to convert your chances, especially Morata, and you got to score some goals that come from nowhere.
Yep,
and
I agree.
Morata, dude, you need to start. I know you scored a little bit here in the last month or so. You scored 2 or 3 goals. You need to score more. I'm not saying carry the Ronaldo burden, but I'm like half it at least. We need half at least, because then Dybala can score the other half. But he's got to pick it up, and I agree that that his New Year's resolution is you just got to score more.
Yeah, and
like get 8 at least in this next 19-game window.
Wait, 8?
Yeah.
I think that's. I will not be happy if he only gets 8.
He's got 5 or 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I know he has 5 or 6, but that's not.
If Morata's getting you 15 goals, you got to be thankful.
Yeah, I get that. But if Dybala and Chiesa is back, I expect him to hit 12 goals now.
Okay, somehow. 12 and 19. That's your bar. Okay,
that's my bar. If he plays with Dybala and Chiesa most of the time, that's my expectation. That is.
Did you know he's never scored more than 17 or 18 goals in a season combined?
I know.
Okay.
But if we want to make it in the top 4, he has to.
No, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
He has to. Ronaldo's not there. He's gone, and he's the main guy because Keane is not hitting that.
He's not it.
So it's him. It will stand and fall with him this season. If he again only scores 5 goals in 19 games, we are not even finished close to top 4 in my opinion. Like we're not. Yeah. Like we need his goals. We need goals. Period. Of course.
Yeah.
But the midfield is not contributing at all. Now
Dybala
and Chiesa are back. It should be going up naturally because of the quality you put in there. But he needs to do his part because if we want to make top 4, we need a goal, and especially now with January, with the games coming in January. Like if you want to beat Milan, Roma away from home, Napoli at home, the Coppa Italia, Supercoppa I don't really count because that's different. Coppa Italia also that's different, but you have Napoli at home, Milan and Roma away from home in the first 15 days or something. If you wanna, you need 7 points out of those 9. You really do.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
And if you want to get 7 points, you're not winning those games 1-0, all 3 of them. It's not gonna happen. You need your striker to score goals because you're gonna concede goals in those games. And we need 7 points out of them at least, in my opinion. And if we get 7 points out of those games, I probably will come on and say, yeah, I believe in top 4. But 3 is not good enough out of 9. It's not.
No.
Even 4 is not good enough, in my opinion. For me, it should be 7. You cannot lose one, and maybe it's being unrealistic, and maybe not, because I think we can get 7 if we're really on it. We can get 7. Quite.
Yeah, you gotta hit the ground running though.
Yeah, but it's not impossible. I think we're better than Roma. We are. It's only can we do it away from home at Roma. I believe we can. I believe we can beat Napoli at home, and I also believe we can get a point away to Milan.
I think we could beat Milan because they're thin. Their squad's getting pretty thin at this point.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But looking at the last few games, it wasn't great. Looking at the team we have, we should be doing that, in my opinion.
So just to go back, Morata's played 18 out of the 19 games. He scored 5 goals on 31 shots, 18 of which have been on target. And you just need to be better. And that's all we want to say about your New Year's resolution, Alvaro. Just score more.
Yeah.
So with that concludes our New Year's resolution game. Next game for you. We're all full of games today. Oh, also, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, obviously this is the only place to watch it is on YouTube. Let us know what player you think needs a New Year's resolution in the comments. It's fun. We'll move on to the striker game. It's just rapid fire. I'm going to say a striker's name. Aleandro, you're going to say yes or no. Or if you want to get really technical, you can say yes on a dry loan.
Yeah.
Okay. No means not even on a dry loan.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. First name, Milik.
No.
Mauro Icardi.
Yeah. Just try loan 6 months.
Okay. Alex Lacazette.
Yeah, he's out of contract in January. Yeah. In summer. So it's
what does that mean?
So no, you need to buy him.
Okay. Anthony Martial.
Dry loan. I will take it.
Okay. Alvaro Morata. Do you redeem him?
No.
Dusan Vlahovic.
Yeah.
Alex Isak.
No.
Gianluca Scamacca.
Yeah, dry loan is no option, so no.
Gabby Jesus.
From City?
Yeah.
Dry loan? No.
Okay. And do we bring Gonzalo Higuain back?
Does he still play? I think he's out of contract.
He plays for MLS.
Oh, I thought he terminated his contract.
Did they terminate him? Okay,
or they want
to.
to. And same for Matuidi or something.
He's free. Bring him back, right?
No.
I did leave one off purposely because we're going to get into it a bit. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Yeah, no.
No. Okay. So go into what you want to say about him.
No. So Romeo said, he said, I believe that if there was no AFCON, so Africa Cup of Nations, Juve would have looked into Aubameyang. Now, I respect Romeo, like everybody respect Romeo, but I don't believe that for one bit.
No, eh?
He is on 11 million euro, pounds, not euros. So that's more. No, that's less.
I think he's like 320, 350k a week.
He's on insane money. He's 31 years of age. He's not coming to the club and say, yeah, I will take 6 out of nowhere. So I don't believe that for one bit that the club was even thinking about looking into it. Like I can just not believe that for one bit. Because like all the news coming out, the name links, the fact that we want to even considering selling the league, it's all based on wage structure, age.
Yeah.
And based on that, I don't believe for one bit the club was looking at Aubameyang. Because you're going to need to... It's not like he's coming and you need to offer him a 2-3 year deal. No chance.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no chance that the club is going to do that. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
He's Gabonese, right?
Yeah.
So they got Ghana, Morocco, and Comoros in their group. So he would be gone the whole month.
Yeah.
Most likely. So you basically get him for February, March, April. You get him for 3 months if you got him on like a loan deal.
Yeah,
a dry loan.
But I think that goes for every striker. I said before, like season starts again in 7 days.
Yeah.
We're not getting anyone. We aren't. And
are you saying? Yeah. No. Yeah.
Just in general, it doesn't mean like that player is not going to the AFCON or is going to the AFCON. I don't think that plays a part because I saw a report saying even at the last day of the Mercato they want to bring someone in. So and like that doesn't make sense. If
No,
you just want,
you need them now.
yeah, and if you want a dry
Yeah.
loan, like you just threw away another month, like the most
Yeah,
important,
exactly.
like it doesn't make sense. I said it before. If nothing concrete's happened before the end of the year, nothing is happening.
Yeah.
And I said it before. There's nothing is happening. It's just rumors, and the fact that the club wants a dry loan. Yeah, no club is offering that.
Yeah. Like the striker carousel, everyone knows that we need one. Everyone sees we're linked to so many, but realistically, nothing's happening. Like you said, we need the help now. We do not need the help after our horrific January is done.
Yep.
I get you have February, which is still quite difficult, not as difficult as January, and the Champions League is back. But like March, April, May, it's like, come on. You know what I mean? Like the teams that we have to play against. Oh my god! Like you don't need a 350-pound or euro a week player striker, along with Morata, Keane, and just to score against the Nets at the pound 6.
I agree.
So
I don't believe that for one, but like it was a very strange thing when I read that. I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I never. I think I did see it. I don't remember.
Yeah.
News gets reported so early for me.
Yeah, it was in the morning when I woke up.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, it was midnight for you.
Yeah.
But
go ahead.
No, maybe the only chance about the only possibility with Aubameyang was that I think he has a deal until 23. I think.
Yeah.
And the club, like, it's not working well at that time. Maybe Arsenal said, like, you can take it for 6 months. We pay part of his wages, and then at the end of the season, we will see what we do with him. That's the only possibility. And that.
Yeah.
And that
then what,
scares me.
though? Yeah.
Because, like, he's having an awful year and a half, I would say. Or at least a year.
He's not been good. I think he's got 5 goal contributions this season in like 15 games.
Yeah, and
as your main guy.
Ever since he joined Arsenal until up to that point last season, he was amazing. Like he was. And if he kept playing like that until the end of this year, deal. He would have become an Arsenal great if he kept up that level. But he didn't.
Yeah.
Like there's an insane drop off, and that's scary. Like you need to stay away from that at that age.
Yeah.
So.
For sure.
No.
So yeah, we'll move on from that. The striker talk, the quick and rapid fire. You did good.
Thanks.
Nice quick answers. I thought I'd get you with the Vlahovic in the middle there, but I warned you already, so I didn't get you there. Before we go on to injury time, Dennis Zakaria finally told Borussia Mönchengladbach his intentions. Same with Matthias Ginter, but we don't really care. So Zakaria did announce to his club that he will not be extending his contract. And that means he is free to sign with whoever he wants starting January 1st. And of those teams mentioned from Fabrizio Romano, Juventus is there. And we knew that. But he's got competition with who?
I don't know who that was. Was it
Barcelona,
Barca? United?
Yeah, it was Barcelona, Man United, and I think Bayern Munich.
Was that Munich? Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he will go Munich then. But I was only considering, not only, but I was mainly considering him for January. Now moving to the summer, let's see. Like I need to see, like let's say in March, not January, April. Excuse me. Yeah, April. I think at the end of April, more things will be clear, and with more things, I mean, more rumors, or not rumors, confirmation around De Ligt. Maybe also more confirmations about hopefully Dybala, Bernardeschi, Ramsay, Arthur, all those players, and then I can make up my mind. Or I can basically hope and tell, we have quite a lot of money to spend. Like you never know. Maybe I'm just saying we are linked with Saliba for a good price. I'm like, okay, we can save money here, we can do that, and then I might go, I don't want Zakaria. that much. But if it was for January on 5 million euros, I would have taken him. I would. But for the summer, I need to wait. I don't know.
So if you think we have the chance to get him for like 5 mil right now, because right now a club pursuing Zakaria would be in the driver's seat because he's not coming back.
Yeah.
Like he's made it clear, the club literally sedated it out. So if Carabini goes, yo, Mönchengladbach sporting director, I'll give you like 4 or 5 million for Zakaria right now. Yeah. Would you say yes?
I would say yes.
You would say yeah, bring it in?
Yeah, 4 million euros.
Yep.
Like that's
4 or 5, whatever.
Yeah, that's basically free. You will have a sell-on value for the Premier League somehow.
Yeah.
You will get your money back.
I'm in the same boat.
And I think he will improve what we have. Is he what we need to be dominant again?
No.
Probably not, but we cannot skip a step. We're not in that position. We're not PSG or teams like that. We need to build it up slowly by adding real quality,
smart market buys.
Yeah. And pieces to fill your roster, your squad. Because even the bench stinks. Our bench stinks.
Like, if Zakaria is your 4th or 5th center midfielder in the grand scheme of things, that's very good.
Yeah, and I think if he comes in, he will be the 3rd one. But just moving forward, because usually, like a few years back, our bench was insane. Like that was our strength. Like, our bench was quality.
You could plop anyone anywhere and it would still function the exact same.
Now it's a mess. Like it's the starting 11 is not complete.
Good enough.
So let alone the bench. So we need to improve also. Like we also need to improve the bench, and that will be a very cheap improvement, kind of short term, if you know what I mean. Like maybe in 3 years when you're in a better position, you just sell them.
Even if it's for 20 mil, you still get a profit on that.
Yeah, like that's what I mean.
I think you definitely sniff around that. Like if you're Carabini on January 1st, you say, "Hey, what's up?" I honestly to God think that.
Yeah.
He's not doing his job if he's not calling Borussia Mönchengladbach sporting director.
I think he has done already.
Oh, he's already okay.
If we are being linked with him, I think he has done. He's done that because I think Romano said those clubs are in contact with his agent and stuff. Right?
Oh, I'm not talking about the agent. I'm assuming they're talking to the agent all the time. But like I'm saying the club, like saying I want.
If you talk with his agent, you probably know what Gladbach wants in January. But maybe Zakaria doesn't even want to leave mid-season, and he just said, "I will sign I will sign now, but I want a preseason under my belt. I don't want to jump in mid-season." Maybe that's the case. I don't know. If that's the case, I respect that. To be honest, because that means that he's serious about this move, and he wants to start. He doesn't want to jump in mid-season and be in for a shock, because that's what will happen.
He is in for a shock. Well, he's going from 14th in the Bundesliga, to be fair.
But it's not all rosy with us at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
The pressure is immense on the players.
Especially if he comes in, it's like, you better not mess up, bud. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I said with bringing in. Oh, people said that bring back Fajoli mid-season. I'm like,
no.
Like we're probably gonna drain the kid.
Let the kid dominate.
Break him. And I like, will he do better than what we have? Probably, yeah. But if not, and there is a possibility because we as a team don't play well, I'm scared we're just gonna break him mid-season in this kind of
environment.
Environment.
Yeah.
So that's my only fear with those players.
So that is all the stuff going on in terms of links to our club. It's not great, but obviously it's January. So we're on the same page. Low fee if the carry is available for that low fee. If he wants to come mid-season, we're all about it. I think most would be as well. But like you said, it's all about his will, the player's will as well, because he said he is leaving at the end of the season. So in that vocabulary or vernacular, that tells me he's leaving for free. But if an opportunity arises and he's interested, then he'll go. And we just discussed that, so that's that.
Yeah.
We can transition to injury time now, unless you have something else to say.
No, I would just I was just reading some news. See if there was news. Yeah, the Dembele news, but you tweeted out. Good thing.
Yeah.
Good thing we
have a wage structure now.
Yeah, or wage structure. If that was under Paratici, I would be scared as shit.
Yeah, me too.
I would be on the break of crying. Not gonna lie.
That would be like, they would 100% match whatever he wanted, and he would be 4 months at J Medical every two weeks.
Like, I cannot believe that, because he's gonna get his money because he's free.
100%. Someone's desperate and they'll pay him.
And I cannot believe that, because like, you know what's going to, like even he knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not a shot at the player. It's just who he is. He's injury prone.
Yeah.
Same for Ramsay. Like, it's what it is. You cannot change the body.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Think of Newcastle with St. Maximin, Dembele, and Joelinton for that one game a year.
Joelinton. He played one good game this week.
Yeah.
Since he joined. And it was not even in his position.
and the commentator after is like, I didn't know you could play like that.
Yeah, everybody was shocked. I was like, what the hell is happening over here?
Oh, Newcastle's funny. That's your second favorite team.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we'll transition to injury time now. We have 6 good questions. So thank you for everyone who donated their questions today. The first one comes from Juventino MC. If Dybala is let go for free, what creative player would you bring in? Unless you think we have that player at the club already to replace him. So, kind of a two-parter, but if Dybala was to leave, because he probably could, who's out there that you'd want, or is there someone at the club who can replace him internally?
So I don't think anyone can replace him internally.
Okay.
And because I was making the graphics and I was thinking about it, who can replace him, and I came to the conclusion, I have no idea. Also because where are we going to get the money to replace him? That's one.
Yeah.
So I was taking that into consideration. I was like, what?
I think he's saying though, what would you do? I don't think he's meaning.
I still have no
realistic.
idea. I still have no idea.
I have one.
Yeah, you tell me.
I have a couple. Yeah. So the player I would replace him with is probably, I'd go after Zabzalai.
Yeah, he was on Paratici's list. I like him. Yeah.
So I would go after him out of Juventus, but internally I would say Sule is his regen. I've said it. But is he going to be directly what Dybala is? Probably not, but he's the closest thing.
Yeah. But it's also that's why I mean internally no, because I don't think you can bring.
Yeah, he's not going to be that quality right now. Yeah.
So I don't think so. You need to replace him externally, and then I was really struggling. I was, and just because I know the situation of the club, so I'm like, we created the situation, and he's in full control now. So let's see how everything will pan out at the
Realistically,
end.
I don't think Allegri would want a replacement for him anyway. I think it would be totally different, and he'll just go after a different sort of player, or he'll let the management go after a different type of player. Because as I've said this on the channel numerous times, he's a luxury player. It's very hard to play him in a spot where everyone else can succeed as well.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's not, and I'm not saying he's a problem, because he's not a problem. Because every time he's on the field, he's brilliant, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I really struggled, and people in the comments will probably let us know who they will replace him with. But because what you said,
and don't say Houssem Mouar. Stop with that.
Oh no. But what you said was a great point, because I also was thinking will Allegri replace him? I don't know.
That's exactly it.
I don't really know, because ever since I don't know, not ever since he joined, but especially the last 3-4 years, the rumors, the paper talks are always the same. The coaches don't really know how to play him with the players we have, and then I'll go back to the management, and I'm like, why do you bring in the players
Yep.
and make it difficult for the coach. Like, just let the coach choose who they want,
Yes.
who they need, the type of players they need. Not the names. Maybe the names, if possible, great. But if
Yeah.
at least the type of players. So the coach can
Yeah.
build his his style of play. And if it doesn't work, then you know it's the coach who's failing, not you. And you can sack
Exactly.
your coach. But if you're bringing in players and asking the coach, because that's what Allegri did since
He
he
first
joined.
joined.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he got what he got and he made it work. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he got scrubs or bad players, but he said it. And I don't know who said that. I think Paratici also said that. Like, we bring in the players and he works his magic. That's what he does. But like
What a quote.
at some point, it needs to be quality also. Like, you cannot bring in
Like,
players
don't
like
sell
yeah,
Paul Pogba and get Mario Lemina.
yeah, or don't
That's
sell
crazy.
De Ligt and bring in Romagnoli. Like,
Yeah.
the coach is gonna struggle. Like, the drop,
Yeah.
you're gonna see the drop off. You're gonna see it. So, but yeah, your point is great. I don't think he wants to replace him.
Yeah. No. It's hard. It would be hard to, because he's such, like, again, he's 1 in a million. Not always a good thing, but like, he's a Mesut Ozil almost. How hard is it to replace him?
Yeah,
Because
for
he's
us,
such.
yeah, for us,
Yeah.
it will be like, I'm not saying it's impossible. Like, in an ideal world, you can replace him,
Yeah.
but we're not in an ideal world.
No.
We're not. Like, and if you're gonna get money for him, then okay, but on a free,
Yeah.
you're in
No.
big trouble now.
Yeah. That's why I throw out Zobzalai, just because I know we can't really afford him, but that's almost a direct
Yeah,
replacement.
we missed the boat on him last season, or no,
Yeah.
2 seasons ago. No, it
Year
was
and a half.
last
No, year and
year
a
and a
half.
half.
No, a
Year
year
and a half.
ago. Yeah.
No, he left mid-season, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say last year. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so a year.
Because he went from Salzburg
Yeah.
to Leipzig. He
Yeah.
did the classic. We can move on from that now. We'll go to the next one from. Oh no. Why isn't this bigger? Sorry. Amit Chaperneri.
Yeah.
So this is not really a question when I first read it, but
Yeah,
more of a statement.
he
So,
meant that as a question.
yeah. So time for Dybala and Morata to leave and focus on bringing in 2 new strikers who score goals and don't always get injured. So it is time for
Yeah.
Morata to leave. Not sure about Dybala yet, but like we just talked about it, he's a luxury player. But
Like, I want to keep Dybala, but I can't.
yeah,
Like, no way. I think 10 million euros is enough. I'm not saying he doesn't, like, he's not worth 10 million euros when he plays.
yeah,
But his injuries are concerning, especially at his age. And if you're going to keep him
100%.
until 32, 33, I think. So that's an issue. But the club waited so long. They offered the deal. Now, reportedly, they're kind of backtracking.
Yeah.
It's on the club. It's the club's fault. Like, you agreed terms. If that's the case, like, you need to give him that, or he's gonna leave. And I don't blame him if he says, like, I'm done. Like, I'm not taking this.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all. I don't. But at the end of the day, I think he will stay, and I think they will agree to 3 years with an option or something like that.
Yeah.
But Morata, yeah. But Dybala, no. If he's fit, he's important for the team.
Yep.
Morata, he's fit. Morata, like, he picked up an injury this season.
He played 18 games.
That was kind of rare.
Games.
Yeah. He missed a few games. That was kind of rare. Like, usually he doesn't miss a lot of time, but he doesn't score enough. So
just listen to the earlier part of our show.
Yeah.
Or our podcast today.
Also, like, I want to say, like, no, I don't think opponents fear him as a striker. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, nor should they.
He's
not Lukaku. He's not a beast. He's not clinical. He's not Vlahovic.
But like, even Lautaro, like, he's not an out and out prolific goal scorer at the moment.
But he's shifty.
Yeah, but like, he kind of fears. Like, he puts fears in the fans because, like, he's not static. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's shifty. He's all over the place, but he's good with the ball. You can pop it with the goal, assist. Like, he'll press you till you can't stop or you can't move the ball anymore, and you just kick it away.
Yeah, we don't have that. Like,
no,
we had that with Higuain, we had that with Ronaldo, Tevez.
Yeah.
Like, you should be having that player up front who steps up on the field, and defenders go like, oh shit, it's gonna be one of those days. Like, I need to put on my A game, otherwise it's gonna be long. I don't think that's for Morata, because even in games he can switch off when it's not going his way. Like, you can see it on the pitch. Like, and at times Allegri keeps him on way too long. And like, just make the sub. I know Keane is not amazing, but like, it's not working and he's playing against us. Just sub him off, and he doesn't do that. And
it's okay to make a sub 55, 60 minutes into a game.
Yeah.
I'm more than okay with that.
Yeah.
So in terms of Amit's question, basically, I'm down for Dybala staying and just Vlahovic replacing Morata. We don't need two new forwards if Vlahovic and Dybala. If Dybala stays and Vlahovic comes, we only need to replace one.
Yeah.
I think you're in the same boat.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to @Brendan. So Brendan's asking, he has got a good picture with Cuadrado dancing in front of the ref. If Scamacca comes, do you think he'll be better than Morata or even start over Morata? And in brackets, don't talk about potential current form.
No.
Well, how can I not talk about potential or current form?
Yeah, like,
I need to talk about that because that's current. It's current state.
yeah, I agree.
Currently, they are at the exact same strike rate. Like, Scamacca's got 6 goals in 19 games. Morata's got 5 in 18. Morata brings a little bit of more energy in terms of pressing, but Scamacca brings more probably solidity, and like, he's a big frame and can hold up the ball. But I don't want any of them, to be honest.
I know you don't. I'm not. Oh my god, my camera is doing a madness. I don't want to do. I'm not a big Scamacca fan. I said it before. I might be completely wrong, and I'm missing something. That's fine. Like, if he explodes in a year's time, I will come on and say I was wrong.
Yeah, for sure.
But for now, I don't see it. Like, I really don't. I don't see. Like, I don't see him as a potential. How do you want to say it?
You know what I see him as? Yeah, I see him as an Andrea Petagna. Why? Well, yeah, but Petagna scored barely any goals, like a few goals here and there, and then he was always a second-rate striker. You think Scamacca is going to be better than that? No, okay, but I'm talking about pure goal contributions.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I still think that in the future, moving forward, yeah, I that I do believe. I think he's a better.
So, let's say Scamacca replaces Ibrahimovic and Giroud at Milan. Is he scoring 15 to 20 goals in a season?
I think he will hit 50 at Milan. Yeah.
1-5. Okay. I thought you said 50, 5-0.
No, I think he will hit 15. Yeah, I think he will hit that.
Okay. And is that anything great? I need more from my forward at Juventus.
I said it before, I need at least 21 league goals on a consistent basis, year in, year out. He needs to be around that easily, without any issues. That's what I want. And then he needs to add goals in the Champions League, in the big games.
Yes.
And I think Vlahovic can be that guy.
Yes.
But
I'm 100% with you.
I
do not see Scamacca scoring 20-plus goals in a Serie A season, ever.
Okay, yeah.
Even on like a team like Milan.
No, I said 15.
Yeah.
But
I don't even. Yeah, 15. Okay.
Before we recorded this, I saw a lot of reports that Real Madrid also want to bring in Haaland and Mbappe, and if that's true, our chances to get Vlahovic, they drop down. They take a hit because City will be all over it. Unless the owner said, no, we need Harry Kane.
Yeah.
We want an English striker. We need this market. Like, we want the English number 9. We want to want him to play for us. Maybe also because it's Pep's last season. Next one.
Is it?
Yeah, he said he's done. He's gonna want to take on the national job somewhere. He's done. I think his last season's next one. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Because it was an interview of him at the start of the season where he said that.
Cool.
But that's kind of scary. Because
I'm gonna report them to FIFA Financial Fair Play.
Because I want Vlahovic. We need Vlahovic. We need him. Like, we desperately need him because it's an opportunity we cannot miss that opportunity. We can't.
Yeah, let me put it this way: if Vlahovic or if Scamacca comes to Juventus, I'm not getting his jersey. If Vlahovic comes to Juventus, I'm getting his jersey.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put it that way.
I'm getting neither one of them, but I know what you mean.
What if Vlahovic scores 100 goals in 5 seasons and he's re-upped for another season? Are you getting his jersey?
Yeah, I said it. Like, if I feel like it's even a stretch. Like, I don't have a Ronaldo jersey. I don't.
Oof.
I don't. I said it. Like, and I'm happy I didn't because the way it ended, it left a bad taste in my mouth. Fantastic player. Like, what he did at the club, amazing. Like, I doubt anyone is gonna match that.
Yeah.
Because the numbers he hit are insane. They're insane. But I didn't get his jersey because I had the feeling, and the way it ended, I'm happy I didn't.
Yep.
Like, I have Marquinhos and Chiellini in the last 10 years or 11 years now. I would say that's the only jerseys I have. But Vlahovic, I don't know. Maybe I need more. I don't even have a Dybala jersey.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I know you have a Ramsay jersey.
Yeah, I do. Too funny. We'll move on. So Juventino with another one. Juventino MC. He's back at it. He's asking, will Juventus be able to compete for the title, assuming injuries will not be an issue going forward? Let's go in Dreamland and go with Juventino MC and say there's no injuries. I think they can not compete for a title because they're too far behind right now. But they'll definitely get top 4 if there's absolutely no injuries. Now, coming out of Dreamland, we're Juventus. J Medical's a known commodity. It's tough. We're definitely not winning the title this year.
No, I could 12 points behind already. It's done.
Yeah.
I even struggle to see how we make. Not how, but if we're making top 4. I struggle to see that because this team is very inconsistent. They've shown that.
Yeah.
And I get the rest are also inconsistent, but still, they're still in front of us for a good reason. So that's why I said January is key, especially those games you need to pick up. Like, you cannot drop points against the smaller teams. That's a no-go. Like, not even Sampdoria away. It's difficult for us to play those games. I get that. But you need to win those games somehow. Like, you cannot afford to drop points against those teams. And if you do, you need to win every direct confrontation. Like, you need to win at home against Lazio, Inter, Roma. Like, you need to win those games if you decide to drop points against the smaller teams again. So I would say with no injuries, I will believe in top 4. But competing for the title, no chance. I never believed we were competing at the start of the season when everybody had 0 points. So
yeah. So okay. And if you went to Dreamland, could you see a scenario where we do end up in the top 4?
This season in the top 4?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like in Dreamland scenario.
Yeah, if we have no injuries, like, we should be making top 4. We should.
Yeah.
Because we have a better squad than Napoli, Atalanta, and even Milan. Like, overall, we have a better squad. It's just they're not performing, or we as a whole, not just a player, also coaching, not performing. But we should be making top 4 without any major problems. Not like last season, scraping on the last day. Like, you should be like this, like
comfortably in.
You should be in it. And the last game away to Fiorentina and at home against Lazio, they shouldn't matter. Like, it shouldn't be coming those two games, like if you need to win those two last games or pick up 4 points, it's gonna be very, very sticky.
Yeah.
So you should be clear in the top 4 before the last 2 games, and let's see.
We'll see what happens. We'll move on to the next question now. This is a familiar name. At Unholy Fun, he asks, why is no one considering Coney de Winter as a starter alongside De Ligt or Bonucci? Better to lose with him than with Romagnoli or Milinkovic from Fiorentina and the other trash. I've almost penciled him in as a squad player for next year. So I'm not sure if he's going to start, but he's definitely going to play some minutes, definitely next year. And again, that's internally, he's 20 years old. Allegri likes him, so I consider him being penciled in as one of the 23-man roster next year.
I agree. Also because, like, if De Ligt leaves, you need to replace him. Chiellini is in his last season. I saw reports if Italy don't make the World Cup, he's gonna call it a day, which I said before. I think that will happen if they're not making the World Cup. I think he calls it a day.
Yeah,
I think he just signed a 2-year deal because of the World Cup. But I
sure.
really believe if they're out of the World Cup, I think he says it's enough for me.
Yep.
So I think that's why. And also the Chilio probably will leave. And I know people say the Winter is not a right back. He isn't, but he can play that.
He can do it.
In a back three, he can do that also. So he's versatile. That's why I think he will stay with the squad. Like, it doesn't make sense to also, like, if you sell De Ligt, it doesn't make sense to also let him leave because you need numbers at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we don't have a lot of money. Because I saw a report that we're gonna that we will accept 100 million euros for De Ligt, so lower the demands because nobody is matching the clause, and if he wants to leave, then he wants to leave, and that the club will take 100, and that's it, not less. I still think that's maybe he's worth 100. Like, if we were real, like 100 million for De Ligt, it's a lot of money. Like, it is. It's still a center back, but the clause is there.
The clause is the clause, and it's legal.
It doesn't make sense to put in a clause if you're not going to respect the clause. That's my opinion.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I think he should be in the squad at least.
And then you get played as a fool in negotiating with other teme's. Like, you minus 20 million on De Ligt, so why don't you minus another 20 or 10 for Kulusevski? No.
Yeah. Agree.
Play hardball, especially with your most prized asset. Like, play hardball, please.
I agree. You should be.
Yeah, so in regards to Coney de Winter, I like I said, I penciled him in. He's on my 22, 23
I would be shocked if he isn't there next season. I would be very surprised. But unless Ajax come in and say we offer like 8-9 million, then I think the club will accept.
Which is a crazy amount.
That's a crazy amount. I agree.
Yeah.
Because he's a good player, but he's not an exceptional talent. If you know what I mean.
He's also like 19, right? So
but let's
take that money, I think. We'll move on to our next one. What's his? At Pievdoc. So, this is a weird question. Why was Ramsay considered a top player at Arsenal? Because when he was fit, he was very good.
I want to say I don't think he was considered a top player. I think he was considered a good player. What does top mean?
What does top mean?
I don't know.
Like De Bruyne?
I don't know. I think
he was the standard.
I think he was a good player who was important in the FA Cup finals. And I think the last 2 seasons he was amazing. Amazing. He was very good. Like numbers,
very good.
Number-wise.
Every time he played whenever I watched Saturday mornings, I was like, this guy's really good.
Yeah, like.
But when he's available.
But his injuries were his injuries, and
killed him.
At the time when we were linked with him and we saw, okay, we're getting him. I was like, on a free, I'll take it. And then I saw the wages and I was like, oh my god, this is a mistake.
I was excited,
like at the moment I saw the wages, I'm like, this is a big mistake. It's gonna come back to haunt us, and well, it did. Because when he's fit, he is a good player. And people say. I saw someone saying, but he was fit for a few months with us, and and he wasn't great. Like, was he fit? Like, he was fit for 5 games, then he missed 2-3 games, back 1 game.
Yeah.
That's very difficult.
Yeah.
To perform.
Like, as soon as we got Sarri and we got and Ramsay, I was like, wow, it's gonna be great at the edge of the area.
Yeah.
We're gonna play the nice 1-2s. Ronaldo's there. I thought he was gonna be more technical around the edge of the area with the ball too. I was like, this is nice. This is gonna be great. Got his jersey just because of that. But as injuries take over, and he never really fit into the Italian style of the league, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Waste the money at this point. And now
It
he's a
is.
burden. He's a big burden.
Yep.
So, and Ramsey, you scored some nice goals with Arsenal. You've had some nice passes to play with Arsenal. Didn't come to Juventus, so now get out, back to England, please. Yeah. So that closes off injury time. Do you have anything else to say to those questions? They're pretty good questions today.
Yeah, they were good.
Not all about the transfer market, which is nice. So that's good. This is episode 6 of the Bianconeri Zone podcast. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to stay notified. I know we are still in the holiday season. New Year's is coming in 2 days of when we record this. So tomorrow you're going to watch this. So it is tomorrow, if that makes any sense. Ale and Justin will be doing a live tomorrow. So that's fun. Last one of the year.
Today.
Oh, yeah. I just went over saying that. They'll be doing a live today. So stay tuned for that. It'll be last one of the year. Hopefully it's a fun one. I'm sure it will be. Anything else? No,
the last one. Last one of the season.
The season. Oh, the team. Yeah, the team gets back together tomorrow.
Today.
Juventus.
Yeah.
I'm having a nightmare.
You need to keep your head with on the podcast.
Yeah.
So today, yeah. Let's hope nobody has COVID or has the virus.
Yeah. We're gonna see. We're gonna see the results.
If a player has that, he's gonna miss Napoli.
Yep.
He's not gonna go
if we get to play them.
Yeah.
So right now on Napoli, Chucky Lozano and Fabian Ruiz are definite positives.
No, Ruiz recovered the same way that Senior.
He's already recovered?
I thought Napoli tweeted that out. No?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought Ruiz got it like the beginning of this week.
Let me see. Yeah, Ruiz negative.
All right.
But either way.
And what is the standard? What do you have to do to be okay to play after you?
I think you need to test negative twice.
Twice.
But all those reports saying, the game can get cancelled was just bullshit because there's no contact. The squad was not even together. And if someone is positive, don't show up for training and you're good. And I think Ruiz was in Spain and Lozano was in Mexico. So those reports were kind of insane. Like, they don't make sense because the squad was not training. So if you're positive, don't show up for training when you need to come back together. It's that simple.
Yep.
Because if the game gets called off, be sure the players will be on that pitch again.
100%.
They will be on that pitch again. And I think, because it happened with Udinese, Salernitana, and if it happens again, it's a bad look. And I'm pretty sure Agnelli is going to say, I don't care. Just step on that pitch. And we're going to go do this all over again.
Yeah.
Only this time. There's less time to fit that match in.
I was going to say it looks better in Juventus' favor as well.
Yeah,
than last year. Like last year, like everyone, we got it. We understood why, but it was still stupid. But this year, it's like if there's 2 cases and they weren't even together and you're still skipping the game, get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. So is there anything else you'd like to say on the very last podcast of 2021?
No. I want to wish everyone a happy New Year. And then, we will do a live today with Justin. So you will see us.
I will wish everybody a happy New Year to all our viewers. and our audience or whatever, listeners. Thank you all for making us almost get to 2,000 subscribers in not even half a year. That's crazy. We didn't think that was going to be possible, but you guys made it happen. We did our first giveaway. We've joined numerous other big accounts on YouTube, collaborated and whatnot, and it helps that you guys keep listening and watching, because that makes us want to do more. Yeah. And we will be doing more giveaways in the future.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for those. So with episode 6, I think we can wrap it up for today. Subscribe to the channel. Sorry. Like the video and all that. And we will see you. Well, I will see you in the new year. You'll see these guys later today.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao.